Hi everyone, IntuitiveEdge here. Welcome once again to my channel. Thanks for joining me. So let's take a look at what's going to be taking place. So what's coming up with this eclipse? There's been a lot of people getting a little worried. There have been emergency declarations declared, and some of that just seems like overkill or strange or what have you. People are worried that there may be something to it. Maybe something's going to go down. So let's take a look and see what's in the cards for this. And what do we need to know about this coming solar eclipse? Okay, so I have some questions written out here. And as I laid the cards out, I'm going to lead myself through my process of intuitive insight. Okay. So the energies that are coming in, I pulled this King of Pentacles. And using my Gilded Tarot Royale deck, this king, again, a card of a strong leader, sometimes can be corrupt. What I'm picking up on is there is a force and an energy coming in with this eclipse that is under the cloak of a benevolent, but it is showing its true colors. I'm getting the sense that there could be some type of sound waves that are sounded into the air, into the ether, in certain areas around the time of the eclipse. And these sound waves could be inaudible. I don't know that they will be overtly heard, but I'm getting like pumping sound waves that is going to feel distressing or upsetting. Highly sensitive people may become nauseated or agitated, and it could cause some people to feel like they are crawling out of their skin or they're going crazy. Now, I don't think this is going to be widespread, but there could be pockets where these sounds are being played. And I do think it will have an effect on certain people who are magnetized to those types of frequencies. There's a resonance or a connection. This might be a good time to, I'm hearing, to use salt. And I'm talking about good salt, like the Celtic sea salt or any type of sea salt or Himalayan salt, a good mineralized salt, not just table salt. But to drink a little bit of like salt water, having salt around you is a protective barrier for any negative influences relating to this. And there could be some people that feel off during this eclipse. They're not going to feel like themselves, and they could feel like they're just, something's not right. They don't feel well. But it is due to a ultrasonic frequency vibration that is being sent out to coincide with this eclipse. Let me ask why that's being done. I did throw some cards out here. One of the cards underneath was the moon, kind of fueling this whole thing. And I was remembering that song by CCR, Bad Moon Rising. Just came to me. I feel like there's something in the air. But let's ask, why is this sound frequency thing? What is it? Let me just write those down. What is it? Why is it happening? Who is behind it? What is the goal? What do we need to know? So what is it? What is this sound frequency that I'm picking up on? Oh, God. This card just now popped out. The Devil card. I think we need to take care of ourselves. And if you start to feel, if you're out enjoying this eclipse and you start to feel agitated or sick, pay attention to how you feel and go like get in your car if you're feeling like if you're out and you're starting to feel that, go find like a car or someplace where you can go get away from it. It's what the heck? Having that card fly out of the deck is concerning to me. Okay, I'm asking, what is it? Why is it happening? Who is behind it? What is their aim? And what do we need to know? Asking for the right and perfect cards. Pulling up here. What is it? Why is it happening? Who's behind it? What is their aim? And what do we need to know? Why is it happening? I've got this card. This is the Page of Swords. But in this deck, this is kind of an ominous looking, seedy character. And it feels as though that this is like trying to take control of the airwaves, pulling in, trying to influence over the airwaves and take dominion. That's what I'm hearing. Taking dominion over the earth through sound frequency. There's something. What is their aim? This is the Five of Cups. This is like breaking someone down emotionally, causing distress, disharmony, sadness, grief, and like depression. This could be a breakdown, wanting to intentionally inflict a breakdown in society. What do we need to know? I feel like there are some forces that are at play that are both responsible and also fighting each other. This is the card. What is it? And I've got this card here. This is the Four of Cups. This person here is being handed something from the sky, from the ether. And this person is like, I'm not interested. It's the card of refusal, not wanting something that's being offered. And it feels as though this energy is pushing right up against it, going, this is what you will be doing. It's control. It's all about control. And there's some type of evil influence. And there are factions at play that are bringing energies in that are disturbing the peace. And that is the goal, is to destabilize the peace. Okay, I shuffled up again with a new batch of questions. This one is, what should be done? And I pulled this Six of Swords. Now, very interesting card. And the artwork there is this person is moving on under the light of the moon. But this is a card about moving on from something, moving away from something, turning a corner. So I'm kind of feeling like, especially if people start to feel off or not themselves, to get to safety, not be out where you are exposed to these frequencies that are going to be pumped in. What areas of the earth will be most affected? Interesting with this King of Cups, because he is over the water, so there could be an amplification in places near water. Anything near a lake or a body of water could amplify this effect, or maybe those are the areas that are being targeted. What can protect? Oh, now this is encouraging. We have the Magician card. This is the card of alchemy. This is the card of putting things together in ways that are magical and beyond sometimes human understanding. The magician can move beyond the physical and bring the spiritual into reality and into manifestation. So that's actually really good. What can protect? It sounds to me like there are things that people can do. I mentioned using salt. That just kind of came to me. This is a good experience to utilize your inner knowing, your guidance. Ask for ways to protect yourself. And listen to that nudge that you get, whether it's salt or being inside of a building or a car, not being out in this during the eclipse. I know people want to see it, but it sounds like there's just something nefarious going on with it. What will cause harm? So, oh my goodness. Interesting artwork on this. This is the Lover's card. It's got a lot of Egyptian symbolism here. But looking at this, there is kind of a ghostly figure in that warrior or that knight. And the princess there. To me, that ghostly figure represents something that is not seen. And again, there's a huge water reference on this card as well, as they are in that body of water. I would not want to be out on a lake during this eclipse or on any body of water. I think those sound waves are amplified around the water. What is the truth? Man, the truth is there's something nefarious with this. This is the card of a tricky situation. This could be indicating something nefarious is afoot. There's a fox in the background, and the fox indicates slyness, something being a little shady, a little underhanded. This is the card of the thief. There's somebody or something that is taking advantage, and they're being sly and sneaky about it. What is the outcome? We do have the Three of Pentacles. This is a card of working on something. This is about building, planning, putting things into action. There could be a plan afoot. Whether it will be ultimately successful, I'm not sure about that. There could be an attempt to usher in something as well. I'm feeling like this sound frequency is an attempt to bring in a sickness. There's an illness associated with these sound frequencies. It's going to disturb the body and disturb people who are exposed to these frequencies for long periods of time. This would be a very good time after the eclipse, if you're out and about, if you are feeling not good. Something I would recommend would be to do an Epsom salt bath when you get back home. Soak in Epsom salt. Epsom salt, I feel like salt is really important. It keeps coming to me. Salt is going to balance your energy field and help your body replenish itself faster. So use salt, Epsom salt baths, a little sip of salt water, even taking like the Celtic sea salt, take a couple of those pieces and put it under your tongue. Salt is very good for you. We are made of salt, and there is a push to demonize salt in our diet and to convince people that salt is bad for you when it is not. It is very good for you. So again, use it as you see fit. I'm not giving medical advice, but salt can be used to banish negativity. A lot of people use salt in rituals that keep out unwanted energies. So salt is very, very important. But there's a plague or an illness that they're going to try to usher in. And I don't know who they is. I'm just evil forces. I'm just going to say evil forces. There's something that they're wanting to usher in, and it's going to take the form of a little bit of a psychosis. And I don't know if this is what all of the emergency declarations across those areas are about, if somebody has been tipped off about this, because that seems rather odd that we're getting people declaring emergencies over an eclipse that is over in a few minutes. But this whole sound thing, I think, is what they're doing with it. If you feel nauseous, that's going to be one of the biggest indicators. Is nauseous, not feeling like yourself, or feeling agitated and not knowing why. Any of those symptoms, get out of the area. My advice, free advice, take it or leave it. Get out of the area, go back home, get in a salt bath. Take care of yourselves. This is, I don't normally get stuff like this, so this is really kind of different and strange to me, but I actually sat down thinking, oh, there's not much to this. It's just an eclipse, and people are overreacting, and there's really nothing to it, and that's not what I'm getting. So, and again, I don't think it'll be widespread everywhere, just in certain areas. So let's pay attention to the news. If we hear of a mystery illness affecting people over the next few days, just know it's probably related to a sound frequency that is disruptive and disharmonizing to the human body. And somebody affected by it will need to have some type of energetic healing. There are various methods to do that. But again, taking care of yourself in the ways that I've recommended is one way, but also things like sound healing, sound baths, drumming, anything to do with sound that is natural. This is interesting that we are fighting a enemy on a level that we've not understood before. And sound healing is the wave of the future. That's been prophesied through many prophets, Edgar Cayce being one, but others too, that have foreseen that sound would be the healing modality, a healing modality in the future. So it is unsurprising that sound would also be used as a weapon. So the occult and people that are of the occult, and occult means hidden, they know these things. They've studied these things, and they work very hard to keep that information from the general public. That's why it is occulted. That's why it's hidden. And a lot of that hidden knowledge is very beneficial for people to know, but we don't know. And what we don't know can be used against us. So this is a time of great, great awakening. It truly is. And people are going to be moving into understanding more of the game that's been played and how badly they've been caught up in belief systems, in lies, and not even understood what's been going on. The biggest tell that a person can use and utilize is to listen to that still small voice, that little objection, that little thing that catches you that says, oh, I shouldn't do that. Those are moments of golden opportunities of spirit connection and intuitive awareness. And a lot of people bypass, they second guess themselves. They think, oh, that's just, oh, I'm just overreacting. I'm not thinking, or, oh, it doesn't line up with my beliefs, therefore it's wrong. This is where we're moving into truly walking by faith and not by sight, and not by the past. We're in uncharted territory with the enemy of humankind pulling out all the stops. And there could be some casualties of war with this coming up. And the more that people can understand the playing field, the better. It's really hard to understand what's happening when you don't understand what's happening around you. And there is a level of nefariousness that is keeping things hidden in order to manipulate and subvert the people, and to keep people enslaved and in bondage. This is how it's done. Hide the truth and use that truth as a weapon against them. There are so many wonderful things happening in the realm of religion right now. There is so much that's coming out, so much that's being exposed, and I am grateful for the YouTube algorithms that don't always censor. Sometimes they reveal. And I have been on a roller coaster of wonderful videos over the last several days, some of them from 10, 12 years ago. It's like, why is this showing up in my feed? A video from 12 years ago. And I go to listen, and it's somebody talking about religion and how things are changing and the truth. There's a truth about God that's coming out, and this is going to be coming out even more. I think there is a tide of energy that is moving in a very strong direction away from traditional aspects of religion that have been wrong. And there's nothing wrong with being part of a religion. But I just want to put this caveat, this warning out there that there is coming a change because of this awakening. Old structures are falling by the wayside. This isn't just political. This isn't just the destruction of the old guard. This has everything to do with religion. So, hold fast to the highest good that you can. Love, faith, hope, charity, all those good things, the fruits of the Spirit, as those in Christianity talk about. And there is coming a big exposure in who God is and who God is not. And a lot of people are coming into that place where they are going to be very surprised, and they're going to be shocked at how deceived they've been. Is this the man? Is this the man we've been following? Is this what we've been following? So if your North Star points toward love and only love in your heart, you will be okay. Everything else is going to get hit with a laser and obliterated. So These are some really interesting times that we are coming into. And the old guard is coming down in all areas. And religion, that's going to be a fun one. Because a lot of people are going to be shocked when they finally put down the idea that there is a jealous and vindictive God out there that desires sacrifice. Speaking of sacrifice, there was a prophetic thing that happened with red heifers, which supposedly are very prized, and this is going into the book of Revelation, but they were sent from Texas to Israel to be sacrificed at this eclipse. I think that these energies have been saved for last, Israel being one that's been saved for last. That was something that could not be tackled until the intricate web that has woven Christianity into a notion of a God that is jealous, judgmental, vindictive, and murderous. That is coming undone. That is coming unraveled. And this is going to be a wild ride. I think next year, religion is going to really shift and change. And people are going to finally be faced with, you cannot serve God and this other God. You have to make a choice. One God is evil, one is not. Which one do you choose? You can't serve both God and mammon. If you're lost as to what I'm talking about, there are several people on YouTube that are amazing. Paul Wallis, Wallis, is one. And another one, Rogelio. I'll see if I can find his name. I just came across him today. I'm like, wow, this man is really, really speaking the truth about how we've been deceived. And it's time to move away from this vengeful, spiteful God that's not really God. And it's happening. It's going to accelerate. And we need to get our North Star. Our North Star, what is it we focus on? Love. Love and only love. Everything else is going to be seriously challenged in the coming weeks and years. Okay. I know this is kind of way out there, but thanks for listening, everybody. Take care, everyone, and be safe tomorrow or whenever you watch this. I'm hoping to get this out ahead of this event, but be safe out there. Take care, everyone, and we'll catch you next time in the next video. Bye for now.